What is up, everybody? It's me, RDV, and I'm here joined again by Easy Eric Breen. Easy like Monday morning, right? And then from the Lego Shire, or he's still in it right now, is Zach with that angry old man Jake Garrick face, or eye twitching.
I mean, yeah. Hang on 1 second. I forgot that I have the YouTube sound on. There we go. Yeah, no, I'm over here building away from my computer, so I'm gonna be off camera. Sorry for everybody that was hoping to see my face tonight.
You can be on camera for this. Ain't gonna
No,
bother.
I can't.
As long as you're showing off your gams.
Haha. No, I literally cannot be because I'm building Legos in the kitchen and the computer is not in the kitchen.
Okay.
It's a matter of location.
So you're on a headset away from your computer.
Yes.
That's weird. It's
a wireless headset. I mean,
you actually have that great of a signal. That's great.
Yeah. It's a really nice headset. Yeah.
Turtle Beach, or is it better?
No, it's a Steel series. I think it's an Arctic.
Okay.
Arctic headset. I like it. I've been using it for a while. I like them a lot. Forgot who it was that told me about them originally.
It wasn't me. The only Arctic I know is the Arctic Monkeys. That was a horrible band.
You don't know like the Arctic Circle or the Antarctic or anything like that?
Those are all make-believe terms.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
No one's ever been to the Arctic Circle before. Or
the Earth is flat. I keep forgetting.
Next, you're gonna start telling me that Santa Claus is real. Of course, the North Pole doesn't exist. It's absurd.
Absurd, he says.
Man, I'm looking at issue 95 of Invincible, and that's a grade is $108 book.
They still make Invincible. That's wild.
Well, no, it's an older issue from like.
Are they doing it? Oh, okay. I thought they were still making new ones.
Well, yeah, the new one is Battle Beast.
Yeah, but that's not Invincible, like proper Invincible though.
Well, it is. It featured Mark and all of them in the beginning in the first issue and stuff. It's a spinoff. For those who read the series, it's basically takes off when Battle Beast was fighting against them, and then he decided to leave because he said they weren't worthy. So now they're able to explain what happened to him, where he went to, because he doesn't come back in the series. All right, get this going here. A lot of good books coming out this week, and some I'm sure Zach will have some on his list, but hey, we like what we like.
We'll see.
We'll see.
Gotta shake things up a little bit.
Oh, I prefer it. Well, I guess it is great. You need to shake it up. You don't want to stir things.
Yeah, you gotta have it shaken, not stirred.
All right, let's go. Getting all set up and we'll get going. And boom. Alrighty.
Is there a sports ball game on tonight, Paul?
Yeah, it went miserable.
Oh no!
I'm gonna tell you. Reds up 4-1, 2 outs, ground ball to third baseman. Throws the ball too high, save it first. Next 2 guys get hits, and then a guy hits a ball, and the right fielder gets his glove on the ball over the fence and pops out for a 3-run homer. Now they're losing.
Oof.
But yeah, Louisville advanced in the College World Series, so or they survived, I should say. So does anybody know who Aaron Pierre is?
No.
Yeah, I think so. He's some black dude that's being considered for James Bond.
There's so many, like every year that there's a rumor saying they're gonna hire a black guy, or this person's gonna be the.
Well, I was gonna say this.
Remember they said Jason Taylor or whatever, or Aaron Taylor Thomas.
If they're gonna do it,
yeah,
and they don't do Idris Elba,
it should be Idris Elba.
It will get crucified. But
they're talking about having the kid from Kick-Ass, Aaron Taylor Johnson, or whatever it was.
Yeah, he's not bad, but he's
As
not
Bond.
Idris Elba.
As Bond, they're gonna have. It was like, and I was like,
He's okay.
There's one guy that immediately comes to mind now. I think when it comes to mind, Henry Cavill.
Yeah,
He'd be perfect for it.
well, yeah, Man from Uncle, man. I don't think that Man from Uncle was a bad movie.
it was a great movie, actually.
Yeah.
I think it was a great movie anyway.
It just sucks that the guy got accused of being a cannibal, so it kind of killed any sequels.
Oh yeah, that guy.
Hammer,
Army Hammer.
Yeah,
You're right.
yeah.
I forgot about him.
Yeah, I just don't care. Hell, make him gay while you're at it.
I was like, honestly, I don't care if he's a cannibal. Whatever. Let's do some more sequels. Let's go.
Don't care if he's a cannibal.
You know what? Hey, I'm not there to see Armie Hammer. I'm there to see the movie. So it's not. He's not gonna.
Well, I'm glad you weren't there to see Armie Hammer because you'd be waiting a long time. You'd have to settle for Armie Hammer, but yeah.
You know what I mean, though? I'm saying like, I can separate the actor from whatever he does in real life. You know, I've watched Tom Cruise in billions of movies, and is he a jerk? Scientologist?
Yeah, but if it came out that he's actually eating people, that might be a bridge.
That's a little over the line, yeah.
I mean, we all got our things that we do. You know, I'm sure Hollywood does worse.
Well, yeah, they cannibalize franchises, but we're talking about actual people here.
All right, get him a snack. All right, let's go with I'll go with my number 5, bro. I'll just start us off. Let's get this going.
I think you already started off, sir. Pat, I don't care if he eats people. Just let him make movies.
All right. Well, I mean, they'll cancel him for eating people, but the range of them canceling for other people are just ridiculous. You know? Like,
yeah, I mean, yeah. If he puts a limit on how many people he eats, I'm sure that's probably fine.
Maybe it's like Dexter, like he only eats the people who need to be eaten or something.
Yeah.
You know, maybe it's just Soylent Green.
I don't like that. I don't like that comparison at all. I don't want to play this game anymore. I don't like the Soylent Green story. So weird.
No,
I'm pretty sure
Soylent Green is people.
Is people. I know. I'm pretty sure Wally. There was a theory going around that Slurpee everyone was drinking and Wally was like a Soylent Green thing.
Bobo tea is made for people. That's good.
No, maybe the little pearls are the little tapioca pearls. Maybe
the little things in there, little bubbles. You know,
mm-hmm.
Anyway,
Bruce Wayne, my favorite stuff. So talk about your books.
Bruce Wayne and Clark Kent in the clutches of the late night TV. A menace is loose in Metropolis, but Superman and Batman can't do anything about it until Clark Kent and Bruce Wayne find a way to escape. A talk show? Will it be up to their fans, Perry White, Lois Lane, Commissioner Gordon, and Alfred Pennyworth, to step in and help save the day? I saw this and I was like, oh, is that event over? Then I realized, oh, this is the issue that's not part of the event.
Yeah, it finishes in Justice League, which isn't out yet.
Yeah.
There's 2 more issues. Yeah.
Are there 2? I thought there was only
one.
No,
I think it's down
there's
to
one. There's one next week, and then there's one after that. There's like, yeah.
Who is the late night talk show host?
It's Polka Dot Man. It's the devil. That's good.
If it's Jay Leno, I'm more inclined to be excited about it. If it's Jimmy Kimmel, not so much.
Here's who I would say: if you're gonna have a late night talk show host, let it be the Creeper.
Well,
I mean, it's supposed to be like an actual late night host, though, isn't it?
Yeah,
he wasn't a TV host,
but he was on TV though. He was an anchor, news reporter.
So is Clark Kent.
No, he was a TV anchor.
Clark Kent was a TV anchor for years.
Like Global, I think it was.
Interesting. I didn't know that.
What about
I remember
Clark Kent?
I don't remember.
Yeah, about Clark Kent. Yeah. I thought he was
about
just a newspaper reporter.
No, it's basically through the entire Bronze Age.
Oh, interesting.
Morgan Edge had the TV station, and he bought the Planet, and he moved Clark over to the TV news.
Huh.
Oh, I only remember from the post-crisis. I didn't read before the pre-crisis.
That's no excuse. Ignorance is no excuse, son.
There you go. Yes, get him, Pa. Get him.
Oh, here you go.
I'm gonna get him, son.
Just for that. Look at this cover.
Oh, fuck no.
I don't know if I want to look. Hang on. Nope. Tap out. If it's Colbert, that's almost
This
as
is a
bad
van
as
cover.
Kimmel.
This
He
is a
won't be
van-
the host, but
No, it's a van cover.
Yikes. Unless they're talking about Lord of the Rings, I don't want it. That's the only time I'll find Stephen Colbert tolerable.
I wouldn't. I'd rather talk to Keith Olbermann.
Oh, that's
Because Keith Olbermann's a huge baseball fan. If I could just stick to baseball.
Well, see, yeah,
Stephen
that's the same
Colbert.
thing. That's the same thing with me and Colbert. Colbert's a big Lord of the Rings fan. If I
You
could
like this
just
fast-
listen to him talk about that, I'd be fine.
Do you like the fastball special cover?
That's interesting.
No.
That's a choice. It's not one I would have made, but it's a choice.
Yeah, feature back. Yeah.
I'm not really a huge fan of that one either.
Yeah, this is the worst one this is the one of 25.
Yeah, by far.
No,
by
no.
far.
It's the second worst one.
The second?
Anything with Stephen Colbert is leader in the clubhouse.
I'll just say this. I
that's
don't like Colbert, but at least it looks like him. The art is done well.
Don't care.
Okay, well.
If-
I'd rather,
don't care.
you know what? Yeah, Stephen Colbert probably eats people. That's why you give him a pass.
Watch it. Well, yeah, he probably is. Probably a cat. We find out tonight. RDV is pro cannibal.
I like how Superman's drawn. I like how Batman's in the back saying, "Yo, what's up, guys?"
Cannibal Lives Matter. RDV 2025.
Oh, I never said cannibals. I said Danibals. Don't you guys remember?
Of course,
Damn.
the only talk show host they could have used that wouldn't have been insta cringe would have been Fallon.
Yeah.
And that's
Even
because-
he's kind of getting there though.
You and I would have
Oh, yeah.
used. You and I would have used Conan O'Brien.
Yeah. Conan's got some nerd cred.
Yeah,
Conan
but
would've been
he's
a good one.
also he is also gulping down the Kool-Aid nowadays.
Oh well, I'm sure he is.
No, I mean he did not. He's way worse than he ever used to be.
Oh really?
Yeah,
Well, he's on. You mean since he's off air?
yeah. He still does podcasts.
Yeah.
But
I don't know how much of his far
I-
leftyism he brings to those, but he's
not really much.
if he wades into
CBS.
politics, it's Colbert level cringe.
It was TBS. He went that on NBC. He was fine.
Well,
Yeah.
he went from TBS to TDS.
Oh.
But
I kind of feel like it's not much. So it was his his personal beliefs. It's more so that it was the
you
work
know, it'd be
for.
awesome
He
if
just wanted to see relevance.
the guest host or the talk show host, if it's Johnny Nevada, Mark Wade gets major cred.
I don't know who Johnny Devon is.
Well, Carson City, Nevada. He was the Johnny Carson stand-in Superman stories.
Oh. Interesting.
Does it have a character list of who's in it to say who the host?
None here. It just says that Dan Moore is
Well,
confirmed.
who are the characters above the start of discussion?
No, I just
Okay, so it's not.
They don't list it. Yeah.
Ah.
Well, apparently this guy said on April 21st, it says issue 50. Dan Moore comes back to be doing the artist.
Oh really?
Yeah.
That's interesting. What book is Dan Moore coming off of then? Because I would assume he'd be coming off of another book to get back on this one.
Well, I know he's doing. Isn't he doing Superman? I know he's doing one of the.
He's doing Superman.
He's
doing Justice
Batman.
League.
Isn't he doing Batman, Deadpool?
He is doing the Batman. He is doing Batman, Deadpool.
Jamal Campbell was doing the art for Superman.
Yeah, he was, but then he came off of it, and that's when
he's working on Zatanna comic book that no one talks about.
Yeah, which is unfortunate because the art's pretty good.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. I know he's working on a few things, but he was on Justice League Unlimited.
Yeah. Well, he's still the primary artist on Justice League Unlimited.
So,
Mora, I mean.
All right. Where are we going to next, Mr. Breen?
Number 5. Fantastic Four fanfare.
Oh.
Hey.
I like the first one. I didn't see any names on there that raised any immediate red flags for the second one.
Nice. It's a good sign.
Yeah.
I think Hickman's one of the names on this.
Yeah,
one,
it's out of continuity, so it has a much better chance of being decent than if it were Ryan North.
Mark Buckingham. Nice.
I like Buckingham. He's got his nice
I don't know who
palace
John
over there.
Christopher is, though.
I recognize the name, but I can't remember what the context is.
We'll find out in a second. Godzilla, Star Wars.
Maybe I'm thinking of Tyler Christopher. He was the actor that used to play Nicholas on General Hospital, but he got drunk and died.
Ooh.
The actor, not the character.
Oh, I was just saying that he came back as the evil brother. No,
he's not. He's not coming back.
Age of Conan Belit. He was on that. So if you read that, I read that one. Looks like
I honestly do think. Wait a minute. Maybe I'm not sure if I'm not confusing him with the actor.
Yeah. Age of Conan Valeria did some.
Because I doubt if I was reading Spider. Oh,
Yeah.
He was on the best book of the 21st century.
America Chavez.
Of course.
He probably did the cover art.
I found my America Chavez #1 last night as I was cleaning out my comic collection. I'm thinking of putting that on my wall behind me.
You should. Do you remember the second video I made where I had all the chairs and it was the naughty corner, and I think Venkman was the only person that had a chair that still is even remotely connected to us. But I put America #1 on the wall in the background.
Nice. I know, dude, I'm going through so many, like every time I think I've got a good selection of comic covers, I find something else. I'm like, that would look really good on the wall.
This is a Joel Jones cover.
Joel, that is a nice looking cover.
You don't see a lot of covers for her anymore.
You really don't. It's kind of a shame. It's kind of a shame.
Howard Chaykin, Hidden Gem.
Shaken's good.
Who's this? As EJ Sue.
Hey, the Mole Man.
The Mole Man. When
this is the thing they're doing now. They're bringing the bad guys variants for all the books.
Oh yeah.
Even Moon Knight's doing that.
Yeah, I've seen that. Well, that's like the new. It's not an event. I guess it's more like a mini series. I think Guggenheim's writing most of them. I think.
Nicoletta Berti, that's okay.
Maybe I have the names wrong.
Russell Douterman, never heard of him either.
Douterman, I've heard of him before.
He's been around for a while.
But that's cool. I like his thing. That's really cool.
Yeah, it's not bad. That's pretty neat. I like that design.
Yeah. It says the celebration of Marvel's first family continues with 3 all-new, all-different tales of Marvel's finest talents, Jonathan Hickman and Dustin Weaver.
Weaver? I barely know her.
He's a Dreamweaver.
That was funny. Darn y'all. That was good.
I guffawed.
Okay.
I smiled a little bit. You know? They revealed just what happens to the Cosmic Quartet when Friday the 13th rolls around. Jonathan Tyler Christopher spins a tale about Reed Richards receiving messages from himself. Or the massages. Ooh. In the future.
What is he? Deshaun Watson?
And Mark Buckingham tells the story of 2 Doctor Doom underlings who have been made responsible for the Master's killer robot, the Seeker. Yeah. Mark Buckingham, what did he work on? The Fables?
Yeah. And he did when it was the guy that wanted to come on E's show. That the writer
Paul Evans. No, not Paul Evans.
Paul Jenkins.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think when Paul Jenkins was writing one of the Spider-Man titles, Buckingham did the art on some of them.
I still can't believe E snubbed him. The guy offered to come on his show and I talk stuff with him.
That's wild.
And he just snubbed him.
That is wild.
We should have him on the Geeky Pub. And you should try to get.
I don't think he's active anymore. He was doing YouTube. He did YouTube for 2 years, and then I don't think he's active.
I still think you ought to reach out to Jeremy Adams.
For real, that guy does every show.
Speaking of Jeremy Adams, is Flash Gordon over?
And when he contacts you back, ask him.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask him today. In fact, I'm gonna call Jeremy right now. I got on speed now.
Call him on the Jeremy phone.
Yep.
Hey,
get off my mind.
Get off of Batman 66.
All right. Where are we going to for your number 5, Zach?
All right, number 5. What do we got here? I wrote it down. Since I'm not at a monitor, I had to write this stuff down. All right, we're going to Marvel Comics. They have a one-shot this week, and even though I am very much against one-shots, this one I'm willing to give a chance because I really like the material it's using. There is a new Godzilla versus Marvel one-shot out this week. It is Godzilla versus the Avengers. It is the new Avengers roster back when Bendis and what was it? Who was the?
You know it's not a one shot.
Was it Finch? I think it was Finch.
David Finch.
Yeah, I think it was Finch.
I want to point out
this is my very first Avengers lineup that I read.
I want to point out this is the one shot. This is part 5.
Yeah, well, it's a one shot, but I mean, it hasn't been Godzilla versus Avengers. It's been like Godzilla versus X-Men.
Well, yeah, and
Spider-Man.
they're all connected. They all connected.
Yeah,
keep mentioning them.
But this is the only one with the Avengers, though. So, no Bendis on this, no David Finch on this, which is kind of a bummer. The preview pages don't look. The preview pages don't look terrible, though.
No.
Huh?
George Genti.
Who's George Genti?
He did Buffy the Vampire Slayer and made every character look 10 years old.
Oh.
And he was the artist on when they turned Buffy into a lesbian.
And
they showed her in bed with a girl, and it looked like 2 10-year-old girls. No.
Oh, I vaguely remember that too.
It just doesn't. No, he's not good.
I saw some preview pages
George
for
Gentry, Gerard Jones.
Everybody's got these little button noses and little round like Charlie Brown fingers and.
I don't.
You mean like
changed his style?
I don't see that with these preview. I mean, everybody's wearing masks too, except for like Luke Cage and Wolverine.
So, do you mean like when Peter Parker has the cocaine nose, like Greg Land does?
No, they're just little. It's if you can, if next time you see one, just check it out. Jay. Yeah, I really need you to imagine Pixel right now extending a particular digit for you.
There's a big difference. I know what he's talking about, Jay. That Buffy, I can recall that Buffy image. That was
you're gonna look at this cover and look how badass it is, and then you go on the inside and you're like,
yeah, they got Leinil Francis Yu for the cover, and I was like, oh, that looks like the team I remember.
Why doesn't he do the interior?
Well, because that would have been too much money. For real.
Then give me a shitty cover and
so Zach, what you're saying is you actually didn't read Avengers when you started reading Avengers. You read these guys.
I mean, this was what was new when I got into comics. And I actually liked the Bendis New Avengers.
Have you gone back and revisited them?
Yes. No, I have not. Not in a while.
I'll tell you what, the dialogue just did not age well. It wasn't great to begin with, but like I said,
I mean, it's Bendis. I mean, if it's anything like how he wrote Justice League, they probably all sound like high schoolers.
They do. Yeah, like I said, when you had Doctor Strange saying "dude."
Yeah, but like I said, I'm kind of looking at this one through rose-colored glasses. Yeah.
Mike Allred has cover.
Oh God, that looks awful.
Well, he's acquired taste, and this is not one of his better efforts. But
that's not a taste I'm too keen on acquiring.
Well, if you were a fan of Mad Men, not in a box.
Nick Bradshaw.
I like our Mad Men in a box.
Well.
But this is on the bottom of the list for a reason. I'm not expecting it to be like great. I think the best one they've done so far was the X-Men one, where it was like the X-Men 9017.
So, legit question there, Zachary.
Sure. Full name.
Did you ever read any of the Godzillas from the 70s Marvel series?
Negative, sir.
I think you might like that because S.H.I.E.L.D. was in charge of keeping tabs on him And Dum Dum Dugan was assigned to it.
Okay.
So he was a regular in the book.
I do like Dum
And
Dum.
there's an issue where he fights the champions, and then there's one where he fights the Avengers also.
Oh, okay.
It was fun.
I'll have to look into that then. Because I have been getting on a Godzilla kick recently.
It says in the aftermath of a massive battle between Godzilla, Fin Fang Foom, and the Avengers, and Jaguar's Shield tries to make sense of what went down, but everyone's telling a different story. What really happened during the fateful clash? Find out when Earth's mightiest heroes take on Earth's mightiest kaiju. Round 5.
And Zach did something else to lend it, like symmetry with the Godzilla movies. Mm-hmm. There was like this 10-year-old boy that was always trying to convince him that he didn't mean any harm.
Yeah.
So I mean, it was a fun series. I think you would enjoy it.
I'm gonna keep an eye out for it then. That sounds cool. So yeah, it's number 5. I'm not expecting super great things of it, but it's Godzilla. It's a roster of Avengers that I have at least rose-colored glasses when I look back on them. So we'll see how it goes.
My number 4 for this week is Flash Gordon number 10. The final issue, apparently.
That might not be. I thought he said that he had a lot of plans left. I mean, he also had that exclusive deal he signed with DC too, so could be, either or.
The spacefaring and action-packed adventures continue. A long-awaited reunion turns into a deadly trap as someone from Flash's past reveals their true intent. Can anyone be trusted? And this doesn't show anything else. Conrad's doing the cover, but Tom Denrick is doing the art.
Well, Darren's been on the last 2 issues.
Yeah.
But like I said, I don't wonder what's Conrad up to. I don't think he's doing other books.
I probably just need to catch up. Of course, now there may not be anything to catch up with, but
yeah. Well, it could also be. I mean, League of Comic Geeks. Sometimes they're behind on publishing or putting out their.
With Diamond, who knows what's going on?
Well, that's true too. With Diamond, yeah, absolutely. That's got to be a factor as well.
Torpedo 79, whatever, or 1972. I feel that's not coming out to 2042. Literally, every week it says it's coming out. No. Next week. No. Next week. No.
You know what I just thought of? Yeah, Jay, I might have. When I saw T. Williams, my mind went to T. Franklin. Who's T. Williams? I may have flipped you off, with Pixel Proxy in error.
You flipped off first, asked the question second.
Well, my mind sees things that aren't there now. Like when I first glance at things,
is Coco real?
No,
I've seen Coco on camera before. I think we're safe.
Okay.
I think we're okay.
You probably won't see her tonight because she's pissed at me.
Aw.
She attacked the wires and I backed her off of them pretty hard.
Well, hey.
Because she took a big chomp out of it.
One good shock, that's all it takes. Those animals learn real quick. PETA's gonna come after me for saying that. That's okay though.
You being chased by a giant PETA? That'd be crazy.
Oh my gosh, don't tempt me. I could go for some PETA right now. Put some chicken shawarma in that thing. Oh.
You say PETA? I think is the Hunger Games. PETA.
Oh, I saw a video today. Somebody AI, they took out the actor and they just put in a piece of pita bread.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
I love that. I saw that last week.
That was pretty good.
PETA, where are you, PETA? And then a little pita bread pops up. Can't leave without PETA. It makes the movie so much better.
Oh, it really does.
I hated that kid.
I liked PETA. I thought Jennifer Lawrence's character was the worst, but well, not the worst.
Anyway,
that's not important.
That's my number 3 or 4. Where are we going to, Mr. Breen?
Oh, numero 40.
El Foro.
Yes.
As somebody that takes Duolingo, I can tell you that's not how it's said.
Quattro. Oh.
So numero 40 is not right.
Numero 40. I'll give it a pass.
How about Cesar Romero?
Cesar Romero, with or without the mustache painted?
Wait. Cesar Romero.
He Hell, I think the last time I saw him without a mustache was when he was the ne'er-do-well boyfriend of one of Nora's friends in the first Thin Man movie.
Oh, was he in the Thin Man movie?
Yeah, 1934.
Oh, wow, I completely forgot that.
Yeah, he was a kid. I saw him. I was like,
no, he wasn't a kid.
He wasn't a kid. No, he wasn't like. Yeah,
he was probably already 30.
Yeah, but in Thin Man though, he looked totally different than he looked in the actual
Well, he was young. But,
I know. So I consider
and in the 60s, he had all that makeup on too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Number 4, World's Finest 40. We already talked about it. Moving on.
All right. My number 4. We're kicking it over to DC. We got Absolute Flash, issue number 4. For my number 4 spot is Absolute Flash number 4. I've been liking this book. Not as much as Superman or Batman. Those are still the top 2. I haven't read Wonder Woman. I keep hearing people say the Wonder Woman is actually really good.
She chopped her own arm off. For what reason?
That's what I heard. But Absolute Flash is still pretty fun. It's ironically, because it's taking a while. Ironically, considering it's the Flash, I feel like it's taking a little too long to get the story going. But the last issue was really good. It introduced this new Grodd that they have, where he's like an experimented little monkey. I mean, we've got the rogues who are like these bounty hunters that are going after him. So it looks like in this one, Wally finds his way to some other town. Maybe he starts helping people, becoming a hero, maybe. But it's been good. Jeff Lemire, I think, has been doing a pretty good job on this. It reads very different from his JSA, which is nice. And I like, that a writer can, feel different, I guess, or write differently based on the characters he's writing. So yeah, I've been liking it. The art's been pretty good too. The art's been pretty consistently good. The thing that I think is how do I word this? It's not necessarily bad. I wish that they would do a better job of this, though. They do that whole, this page is what happened now, and then the next page is what happened 3 weeks ago. That just gets confusing.
Yeah.
After a while, I wish they would kind of get away from that.
My only complaint with this cover, this looks like an advertisement for like white privilege. It's a problem. You can't. Yeah, because he's not allowed to sit with anybody else. So it looks like. Man, if I didn't have my white privilege, I'd be able to sit with my friends over there.
I think it's just that he feels like an outsider.
Yeah.
Like it looks to me like the new kid at school.
And then we got the ugly costume. It looks like a girl here. With the crop top jacket.
It's not the best look. I'll see that. It's not the best look.
Ugh. Man.
I don't mind the jacket, though.
Instead of spending money on crappy variant covers, I'll be putting it into the actual good art. Pay the people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Grodd's a little green monkey.
Yeah, he's like the little Wonder Twins.
Supporting, it says Dream or Illusion. So Barry Allen and Rudy West are a dream or illusion.
He's probably...
Is Barry really dead? Or is he alive?
I think he's dead.
Yeah. DC
it's a multiverse thing. God forbid.
While he's on the run and looking for any safe space to hide out, he finds himself in Central City.
Central City! God, dog, you got me doing this now.
And meets a kindly... Where's the old man on that? What the heck, bro?
Maybe he's just a no-name.
You know the rules, and so do I. He said he meets a kindly man who offers him a place to crash at his youth mission. But is anyone truly safe when the fastest kid alive comes to their city?
Make it sound like Wally's a serial killer or something. Calm down. He only killed one person by accident.
It was by accident. Now he has a thirst for blood.
Right. Yeah, right. That's how it goes.
It was an accident. I didn't mean to.
I didn't mean to kill Barry, my only friend.
And then the police shame him, and then he becomes a villain. Wally West acting out his true intentions that he did in Heroes of Crisis.
Oh God, please, can we not talk about? What was
Absolutely
I watching?
I want absolutely Heroes of Crisis. That's what I want.
I was watching. I think it was one of Wes's videos that brought it up. I was like, man, I just got over my PTSD of this. I don't need to relive Heroes in Crisis.
All right.
But anyway, that's my number 4.
All right. My number 3 is Batman and Robin, Year 1, number 8. Clayface makes a house call to Wayne Manor. The generals search for low car insurance rates. And Batman and Robin's true identities comes to Wayne's Manor doorsteps. Can the dynamic duo find a way to repel the general's forces and still keep their identity secret?
For a great new rate, you can go online and go to
Go
the
to the
general
general,
and save
save
some
some
time.
time.
There you go.
I watch too much TV.
Oh my gosh. So last issue, if you don't remember, Zach, we were not reading this, but they went into they had a list of people who might be Batman and Robin. They went and they killed a bunch of people that.
Oh yeah. I remember
they
that.
Shot
Yeah.
the father and the son at the dinner table. Just killed them both.
Absolutely wild.
Yeah. This has.
I mean, I dig it. It's a nice plot twist for a book, but dang.
Yeah.
Normally, I wouldn't praise violent acts like that, but since you're already coming out in support of cannibals, I figure I would just join the club.
I'm also a support of the Dangerous Game.
Most dangerous game.
There's those who have and those who don't. If you don't have, you're not one of the haves, you don't matter. You're just another food item for somebody else. Alrighty. Evan Doc Shaner variant.
Nice. We like Doc Shaner.
I'm not a fan of Robin's pose though. It's very flamboyant.
I mean, he's a gymnast.
It looks like he's wearing a skirt.
Again, he's a gymnast.
Hey. And there's the Michael Cho variant, as we saw before.
I do like Cho. Cho's pretty good.
And then there's a ugly Andrew McLean 125 variant. Dear God, what the heck is this? Why is this a 1 in 25? 1 in 25 is supposed to be like, hey, I wish I could afford this one. Now it's like, you're like, I don't give a shit. I can't afford this one. This is horrible. The Michael Cho one should be 1 in 25.
It kind of should.
Yeah. But they're going to have it probably the foil variants too. So
probably.
All right. Anyway, that is my number 3. Where are we going to next, Mr. Breen?
My number 3 is Exquisite Corpses.
Oh.
Exquisite Corpses?
Yeah, it's
at the bottom of the barrel?
It's a new James Tynion book. It's about halfway down.
Right there.
It's basically the 15 richest families in the world who basically run everything. Once a year they all select an assassin and turn them all loose in a town picked at random to kill, I guess, as many people as they can and each other. And the winner gets all of the crimes of his past expunged because the families have that kind of power.
Wild.
And it's kind of an interesting idea.
It sounds like real life Fortnite.
It mixed with the Purge, I guess.
Well,
Fortnite and the Purge. Yeah.
It's the creator of the Silver Coin, Michael Walsh, and James Tynion from World Tree. Wow, James Tynion. Remember he was on World Tree? No, how would you say Batman? People or something else. It's weird how they just say that.
I thought World Tree was Peter Tomasi.
I thought it was too.
There's another one that's like that.
2 World Trees?
It's something similar to that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. They're joined by rising star Mariana Ignazi.
I thought you were going to say Trench. I was like, that's a location.
Yes. I would say Mariana sauce.
Marinara.
But But I really like the first issue, and so hopefully the second one measures up.
Nice.
Yeah. A knife-wielding zealot covered in human skin, a heartthrob with an axe, a pint-sized sociopath with high-powered drone. The killers are descending on Oak Valley.
Gizmo?
I know, right?
So, you said short, drones, sociopath? That all sounds like Gizmo to me.
Yep. Yeah, cool. Oh, look, there's variant covers. Oh, look, there's even lesbians in it.
Oh. Well, they sell. Maybe.
Well, James Tynion doesn't do lesbians. He does gays, though. Every book has gay characters, and they were introduced on page 20, which is really holding off for him. So maybe the lesbians show up in issue 2.
Maybe. Who's going to be more deadly, the gays or the lesbians?
Who?
Rather, Osmo's art might be more deadly.
Hey. Rosmo's art, I will continue to say Rosmo's art is not that bad.
And we will continue to say you're wrong.
As long as you're consistent.
Marvin Simmons, I remember this from the Silver Coin covers. What the heck? What does the fox say? You're dead. Now I need the bird and the other one.
That's going to be in my head all night now. Thank you for that.
Because all I think of is the 3 criminals that are going around in Batman series wearing different animal heads. I don't know if they had a specific name in the comic books.
They were doing that in Absolute Batman recently, too. It was like Black Mask, like his gang. They were all wearing different animal masks.
There's the bunny behind him. But alrighty then. Zach, where are we going?
All right, we're going over to Marvel. We're hopping all over the place today. We are doing Moon Knight. Fist of Khonshu, issue number 9. This has been really good, actually. I've really been liking this turn. They've been going with like him fighting this random guy from Asgard, the sword that his henchman had, also from Asgard. I'm liking the blending of the Moon Knight into like fighting with Asgardian bad guys.
Makes sense.
It's really interesting. And then I know what I'm really waiting to see, and I don't think it'll be in this one. No, probably not. But what I want them to get back to is a really interesting plot device where they had to go seek out Hank Pym for help, and because Hank Pym was like the only person smart enough to figure out the antidote to this Asgardian drug that's going around. But it's also extra interesting because Hank and Tigra used to be a thing, and now Tigra's with Moon Knight. And so, yeah, I really want them to pick that up because that was interesting to me. But yeah, this has been a lot of fun. My only gripe, and the new artist isn't bad, but I do miss Alessandro Capuccio's artwork because that was just gorgeous for Moon Knight. That was like the perfect title to be on. But the new artist they got to replace hadn't been terrible. But yeah, this has just been great. It remains, I think I've got like 4 or 5 Marvel titles that I'm consistent about getting, and this is right at the top of the list for me. So, that is my number 3.
Every time I see Rachel Rosenberg, I wonder, it's like, is that a fake chin? That's a real chin. That's how big it is. Holy crap! Yeah, the big thing I have with this is the shitty cover. Hey.
It's not a great cover, but hey, look, what were you saying about the Avengers? It's better to have a bad. I'd rather have a bad cover and good interior.
I'm buying this cover because it is badass. I want this. I don't even know
why Taskmaster is that because. Oh yeah, it's the bad guys.
Yeah, bad guys variant. But I would love to see Taskmaster against Moon Knight again.
Yeah, that would be fun. That would be fun.
And then here's Sakura, right? Moon Knight's new Asgardian adversary, Achilles Fairchild. No relation to Gwen or Roxy. He finally squares off against the entire Midnight Mission, or what's left of them. He's already got blood from the crew on his hands, and he means to finish the job. If she paves the way for next month's landmark Moon Knight, 250.
Oh yeah, because they're counting the what is it? The
legacies.
Legacies.
When this is issue 9. Yeah, dumb.
I mean, really, they should have just not renumbered any of the ones since McKay's been on it, because they all tie in together. They're all the same characters and storylines and stuff. So, but that's neither here nor there.
All right, my number 2 for this week, going down, is G.I. Joe, number 8. Major Blood is back for revenge against the woman who took his eye, the Baroness. Now, Baroness must decide if protecting herself means staying with G.I. Joe. Will she lead the team? Will she join the villains?
I think it's too soon for her to be doing that.
Will Duke ever get to tap that? Stay tuned. Andrea Liliana, whatever it is. Milana?
Maranya?
Milana? Andrea? This is the interior artist doing a cover.
Oh, yeah, it's not bad. It's pretty good.
We got the 616 online exclusive web store variants.
Yeah, because I'm definitely getting that.
Here's the Alan Kwan connecting variant. Tons of with all the maps and stuff around there. Getting Uncharted vibes. And the 125 Marco Ferrari variants.
Nice. Very nice.
Actually, let's take it back. That looks like Jim Carrey. Looks Sonic.
Kind of. I could see it. Thanks. You've ruined that for me.
The Ross Gifford. The Rossi Gifford, 150. Oh, look, there's a cat on there.
Cats.
Howard Porter.
Who needs them?
1 in 100 foil variants. Then a connecting cover. Howard. I think I have the original connecting. I might be getting this one. Black and white. Yeah. Alrighty then. That was my number.
I had one or two of those connecting covers. I don't think I'm getting the full set though.
Mr. Breen, where are we going to today?
Number 2, Batman and Robin Year 1, number 8. We already talked about that, so moving on.
Moving right along.
Are we going to Ultimates now, Zach?
No, we are not. You'll be shocked to learn Ultimates did not crack the top 5 this week. My number 2 spot, we're going back to DC Comics for a title that not enough people are talking about. It's a tragedy. You should be reading it. We are doing Ram V's New Gods, issue number 7. This book has been pretty doggone awesome. As far as like Cosmic Marvel goes, this has been pretty good. Right now, it's just what's going on. New Genesis has fallen to like this kind of Spanish Inquisition, this cosmic version of the Inquisition. The New Gods. Nobody expected it. You're right. Clearly, Highfather didn't, because he brings the New Gods. Most of them, he brings them to Earth as like for refuge. Who was it? Orion has been hunting kind of this rogue new god who was born as a baby. And Mr. Miracle and Barda have been, trying to protect him. Light Ray died. Spoilers, by the way. I'm kind of giving away the deed to the farm. Light Ray, he's like the youngest, or one of the youngest New Gods. He's like this optimistic.
I've heard of him, but like then again, he's like one of those characters. Like, oh, he died. Okay,
yeah, he was.
But I don't think he's gonna be dead though. The last issue, I don't think he's going to stay dead for long. I don't think so.
He was Orion's best friend for years in the old comics, and he was
annoying sidekick, right?
No, and they were both members of the Bwahaha Justice League during the later part of the run.
Oh, okay. So, but yeah, it's been great. usually you have two different artists, even though the main artist, I think it's Kegel. I think he's the one marketed as the main artist, but they'll have like a second artist in case there's like two different story threads. They'll have Kegel be the artist on the main part.
I like how they have a pixel in the middle there, the bottom, like on the cover.
I guess that's Maxwell Lord, maybe. I don't know who that is.
It's a little guy.
I get that. I don't know who that.
The first thing I thought was like, oh, it's Pip.
No, it ain't Pip. Pip's not that demented looking.
He's not a DC character.
I know.
There's that.
Dr. Zayas.
But anyway, this has been great. I've been really, really liking it. I think right now they're saying it's only going to run as a 12-issue series, which is sad to me because I'm tired of seeing good stories and good characters and writers get relegated to 12. But, oh well, que sera. I'm still going to pick this up and support it because Ramby is really, I think this is probably, I'm enjoying this more than I did most of his Detective Comics.
I kind of agree. I kind of agree. Looking at the main cover, seeing Oliver Queen on there, I'm thinking, and this guy brings a point. It's like, don't get me wrong, I love Oliver. He's literally my favorite superhero. But what the fuck is he doing against any of these new gods?
That's true. No, what did he do? He did something in the previous issue. I think he was like helping them. All the League, they had to find different ways for all the Justice League to help land their ship. I don't know what it was.
Okay,
Ollie did, but they showed Ollie doing something.
Yeah, he took 2 flare gun arrows.
Yeah, something like that. Something like that. You're not wrong. I think that's pretty on the nose.
Evan Kegel is a box.
Pardon?
Evan Kegel is a box.
What do you mean a box?
Yeah,
he's a person.
Yeah, he's a box. It's in the box.
He's a father box.
It says worlds collide, New Genesis has fallen, and the new gods have found themselves without a home. They're refugees.
It sounds, you know what it actually sounds like a lot to me? Remember when the Asgardians brought Asgard right above Oklahoma? That's what this reminds me of. Which I didn't hate that.
Yes. And then R.A.P. Bill.
Bill?
Yeah, he was the cook. That fell in love with the Asgardian girl.
Oh, yeah.
So their fates have set on the Earth, a planet with its own inhabitants, protectors, and immortals. Will these gods without a world be welcomed to Earth as refugees or rejected as invaders? Yes. It comes down to, should we allow these people to immigrate into our country, or should we kick them out for crossing the border illegally?
Oh, shoot.
I'm pretty sure that this was written before that.
This is the same crap that's been going on for the past 10 years. People cross the border. So Supergirl did it with the aliens. And what was it? Guardian on there, or I forget what his name was on there. Not Guardian. What was the other one? I forgot his name was. But he was like, yeah, the aliens are sending aliens home. They're here legally. They took our jobs. So DC hasn't changed. It's the same stuff. Slight hints of crap. But anyway, that was your number 2?
That was my number 2.
Well, it's clear what number 1's gonna be. If you didn't know,
I don't think you know.
One B away from MJF's. You going to the double B?
What?
I do like triple B though. I think I already passed it up.
Yeah, it's way up there. I mean, it's one. It's probably might be on the first.
There it is, right there. Battle Beasts.
Oh, Battle Beast.
Battle Beast has entered the Blood Games. This is bad news, but not for him.
They said the first issues shipped some like 400,000.
Yeah, I heard that, which sounds insane.
I can't believe that the second issue wouldn't be in the top 4.
Yeah.
Remember it is League of Comic Geeks.
Oh, I know.
So I'm looking forward to this. The first one was just awesome. Doug Mankey cover.
Mankey.
Those are kind of rare to come by. I don't think he was still doing work. Then there's the EJ Sue. Remember that person? They're in a connecting variant. Mahmud Asar or Azrar.
Mahmoud. I've seen that name before. I always trip myself up over pronouncing. I think it's Mahmoud.
Emmy Lennox. They have Lee Barrymore variant. So does this feel like this character? It's like, are we gonna him? He's gonna face off against He-Man next, right?
Lion-O. It needs to be Lion-O. What are you talking about? He kind of already basically is.
The blind bag ultra rare. Yeah, these are the ones you want to get, the blind bags, because what they're doing with these blind bags now is you take a gamble. You don't know what's in there. It could be any of these covers here, or it could be a signed one, or even a very special variant like this, where it's signed.
Oh, that's kind of cool. That's cool.
They did that the first one. That's why it sold out so fast. People were buying 2 or 3 of the blind bags.
Yeah, just to
get
see what they get.
Yep, and because a lot of them were signed.
That's crazy.
By Alicia?
No. By Ryan Otley.
She couldn't see where to sign it.
And he wasn't just signing the foil variants like this. He was signing like normal covers too.
That's
but they'd be in the blind bag, so you could. Not all of them were signed, so
yeah,
it made it much more of a fun hunt.
Yeah, it was like the Willy Wonka, the golden ticket kind of thing.
Yeah. And I was talking to the shop owner. I was like, it could remind me of when, what was it? Bad Comics? What was it called? What was the one that
Bad Idea?
Bad Idea. There was that one book where it had 2 different endings, depending on which one you got. So people did not know this until they were online and realized, hey, my book's different than yours. All of a sudden, those books became super popular and super hard to find and valuable. It's like. So yeah, I kind of like that idea, the blind bag, because I want if I get a chance to get something signed, I'm gonna spend the extra $2.
It's been a long time since I've heard somebody bring up Bad Idea Comics.
It's been about 3 years since Skip died.
2.
It feels like it's. Well, you guys hit Hickman about almost 4 years ago.
No, it couldn't have been 4, because I had just moved. I think I had just
2022 was the last time he was active. I think was you guys do the reviews on channel.
No, it would have been early 23. It would have been early 23.
I don't know. Either way, though, R.I.P., bro.
R.I.P.
I can't say like the Breen anymore. It's not the same.
It's not.
I was thinking about the other day. I was laughing. I was like, because I was gonna like the Breen. Skip would say all the time.
Mm-hmm.
That's time they win.
Yep.
All right. But yeah, I look forward to this. If you're a fan of Invincible, it's Robert Kirkman doing this, writing the story of this. Ryan Ollie's awesome art. There's even a new book they're talking about coming out. Robert Kirkman's coming with another series.
Yeah, with David Finch.
Yep. As Aaron Sparrow said, is Skybound trying to just become the best publisher ever because they're well on their way.
I mean, hey, listen, if it lights a fire under Marvel and DC's butt, I'm all for it.
You think about it, it's like, IDW had all those awesome IPs, but did nothing with them. They lost all of them, and now Skybound's got Transformers, G.I. Joes, plus, the new series, Void Rivals, and then we've got Battle Beast coming out, another series from Kirkman, plus that Blood and Thunder also comes out this week too. It's just a lot of cool stuff happening with that company, and I hope it keeps getting better and better. Also, Walking Dead Deluxe comes out this week as well, which I really do would awesome if we just continued Walking Dead, just keep doing it. That would just everybody who's not buying all.
I don't put it past Kirkman to do that. When he goes to that final issue, it would not surprise me one bit if I read that there was a a new issue after that, people would be losing their minds.
The Ventures of Carl.
Because just a straight up continuing, like no side title or anything.
So
just like
what they'd have to do though, because the last final issue was a time jump, like 10 years. So they'd have they'd have to do in between that, and because we never learn what happens to Negan. We only know he goes in the cabin, and that's it. You know.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to see more of that stuff, and plus with the new Walking Dead shows, why not put some in comic form?
Mm-hmm.
All right, that was my number one. Brain, where are we going to for your number one?
First, we're going to. I didn't have J.K. Rowling's dressing down Boy George on X on my bingo card today.
Wow, really?
Well, Boy George was defending trans,
of course,
and J.K. reminded him that he'd been arrested and did 15 months for violent assault.
Ooh,
but
that's funny. the internet is magical, man. I tell you.
Yeah, he's arrested for dressing ugly and looking close.
Yeah, the last line. For a man who was once all about nonconformity, George, you couldn't have become more predictably or more tediously conformist.
Yeah. I mean, that's a lot of people.
Yep.
Rock and roll is not the against the man tool that it was.
Somebody from a band named Red Something Apparatus.
Red Jumpsuit, yeah.
Yeah, said that all Trump supporters are perma-banned from their shows.
Well, guess what? They're relevant for that one CD, and after they dropped off.
I've been selling music for 35 years. I had to be reminded who they were.
Yeah.
No, the song that they had famous was "Do You Feel Like a Man When You Push Her Around?"
Yeah, I remember that one.
That was their big hit.
Obviously, that's it. After my time. Anyway, number one, Flash Gordon. We already talked about it. Moving on.
I think Breen just picks these titles so he doesn't have to talk about them.
I mean, get to the grades anyway.
Yeah, no.
I want Emilio Pagan to stop walking people. That'd be nice too.
All right, my number one book of the week. It is one actually RDV did already talk about. It is G.I. Joe issue number 8. This is regularly one of my favorite ongoings right now. I'm loving the Skybound G.I. Joe. Real American Hero is also good, but I really like the Energon version. I don't really know what else to add. I think this one, I know that Sergeant Blood is in it, but I thought it was. But I think if I remember right, it's supposed to be centered around Baroness and CoverGirl having like a girls' mission or something in Paris. So,
no, Barry, we're the Flash. Sorry.
What does that even mean? What are you even trying to say?
No.
Yes.
When you have a girls' night episode, that was the Flash all the time. Iris, and then the Killer Frost, and then they'd all like team up and like, we don't need a Barry, we can handle our own.
I had all but forgotten about CW Flash.
I'll gladly remind you every single chance I get.
Thank you. I'm so appreciative. You're doing the Lord's work.
I'm leveling up, bro.
It's easy to do that when you're on easy mode.
I'm on easy street.
Easy street. All right. Now we get to the trades.
I was just quickly scroll through.
Oh, okay.
Was there anybody in the chat who actually put their list in? I know Brian.
Yes, I did. I did see some. Let's see. Let me scroll up a little bit here. Oh, yeah. Brian Stam said he's getting Herculoids. There's a Return to Skull Island book, which I did not know about.
Yep.
Wolverine and G.I. Joe is his number one. So Brian's got good taste.
So Krypton, the last Dog of Krypton comes out.
Oh, yeah, the Ryan. You know what? I know it's Ryan North, but how do you screw up a dog story?
How do you screw up an Emma Frost story?
Well, Emma Frost is not a dog, but
and well, in that photo, she looks like a dog.
Well,
tiny baby head. All these awesome Doom covers, but the stories. This is to bring on the bad guys. Doom.
Yeah.
Hey, there's Jeff the Landshark,
who's only relevant because of Marvel Rivals.
Is that Proudstar or whatever his name is? Thunderbird, whatever it is.
Probably it's probably Thunderbird because I think they brought him back.
It said in this issue one of the X-Men dies.
Oh, he's already died.
So they're gonna come off again.
That's not new, guys. Come on, it's happened already. Is this one of those Kamala Khan redos? Is that what it is?
I don't know, but here's that Fox lady from that Black Cat series.
Yeah, she's supposed to be in. They're saying that she's going to be Miles Morales' new girlfriend. I don't know how much I buy that or not.
Epitals from the base. Scarecrow going after him. Here's your Gunslinger. Remember you said?
Gunslinger Spawn?
Yeah, they have Deadly Tales of the Gunslinger. They've been doing stories, yeah. Issue 7 now. The Mahia Fashion School Serial Killer. Vatican City, which nobody talked about.
Vatican. I'm not getting Vatican.
Final issue.
Sorry, Mr. Millar. It's not my cup of tea.
If This Be Doomsday. Facsimile comes out this week. $5. Then Crypto's First Appearance Facsimile comes out as well.
Interesting.
$4.
That's not bad.
The Herculoids, there's that. They're there. Yolksagi Gym Socks.
Zach, I was surprised that Crypto wasn't on your list.
I mean, it's Ryan North, so I'm not going to trust him as far as I can throw him. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how that goes.
The new Red Sonja book.
The preview didn't look atrocious, so.
I was like, oh yeah, the Vanishing Point, and I'm like, oh, it's Mark Russell. I'm good.
Yep. Those I can't think of two bigger turn-off words than Mark and Russell.
The Cold Witch Hill by the Charles Soule. Has anybody read this, or anybody know anybody reading it?
I didn't even know about it.
I didn't know about it. Charles Soule's not bad though. His Star Wars stuff is usually really good.
College is a continuation of that other series he did with the coins. Where when I was reviewing, where the couple had to collect these coins in order to pay off their debt, so they could escape the college.
Yeah.
So this looks like it's connected to that.
Okay.
No, cover looks great though. They chose Volunteers Return to Skull Island right there.
Interesting.
That's what I was talking about last week. That was the one. Yeah.
I missed that one. I'll have to give that one because I do like the whole Skull Island mythos and everything.
Ronald McDonald missing an eyeball. Ugh.
Yikes! Not the eyeball.
Facsimiles. Well, here's this too. Actually, this is a facsimile. This is a real book coming out. Xenoscope Legends of Summer. So we're getting some more books here, anthology books. Archie's halfway to Halloween. What the heck? Yeah, and then some cheesecake cosplay.
Nice.
Oh, I did flip through. Or actually, I read that Heat Seekers book that one of those Jeff was getting, and I was just like,
the redhead one.
Yeah, oh, it was a lesbian.
It always is.
It's
because, like I said, they sell. That's
all it was. Is her getting out with lesbians the whole entire book, and they're making that poor guy dress up as a girl. It was weird. Moon Knight, Fist of Khonshu, Volume 1. Batman Elegy, or Elegy.
Eulogy?
No, there's no unit. It's Elegy. E-L-E-G-Y.
Oh, okay.
Greg Rucka. This was actually a good series. I recommend it. It's $10. Then there's X-Men, Radon and Gray Malkin.
Yeah. That's the the trades, right? Yeah, that's the it was like a crossover story that Uncanny and the Jed McKay X-Men were doing.
All right, Fantasy 4 Doom 2009 omnibus hardcover. Metamorpho, Element Man, Jeff Loeb and Tim Sales, Spider-Man. And then there's the crappy Dazzler World Tour book. Fantasy 4 Ultimate Epic Collection. Superman Adventures Compendium, which is only $60. I was shocked that was going to go for $125. Like normally it's those, but I'll be picking that up definitely. There's G.I. Joe, Rebecca Hero, Volume 3. Wolverine Omnibus number 6 hardcover. We got some Savage Sword Conan, Milestone Compendium number 4. I'm guessing that's the new stuff. So the older. Actually, how long did that comeback for Milestone even do anything? Status Shock Like, was that like gone within like a year?
Didn't last long.
Yeah. I wonder why.
Because it was very, very
far left.
Well, yeah, it was very politically motivated. It was everything that's wrong with comics today. Whereas, the original one was at least the original one was, it was from a black's point of view.
Yeah,
but it wasn't, Whitey sucks.
All righty, Authority Book 2, Mark Millar, Frank Quietly.
Yeah, quietly.
It's Mark Millar.
Sorry.
Wait a second. Someone who has defended Riley Rossmo's art as quietly.
I don't like. Me and Ash used to have this argument all the time. I don't like Frank Quietly. I don't like his art.
You're saying the quietly part out loud?
I am. I'm singing it from the rooftops.
That's... All right.
There are taste makers out there, and then there are taste breakers.
That's me.
Criminal Volume 7, Wrong Place, Wrong Time. Then there's that book that trade finally of the ones we read. Tim Seeley.
Well, probably Tim Seeley. Hell, it ended last month.
I know.
Hey, somebody found me Tampa Bay. How about that?
$13.
$13.
Missing on the Moon. That's a Mega Man or Little Mega Man from Udon. Some King Conan original comics volume around this. The Complete Witchbreaker, volume 4 hardcover. I think I have the first one compendium. Or omnibus. I got through his Kickstarter. All right. I think that's it. Oh, yeah. And how could I not mention this? King Arthur and the Knights of Justice, Volume 2, Morgana's Revenge, our good friend Joe Corallo, or Joey, as I like to call him. This is his book.
Joe just texted me. He would prefer you refer to him as sir.
Well, I try to talk to him, but the only time he's available is when he's on that night where he's putting people to sleep.
Well, it's Sir Joe Corallo because of what he's written here.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It'd be Sir Corallo. Sounds Spanish. Sir Corallo. But anyway, though, yeah, it looks good. I enjoyed the first one. And then we had, what is this? Nostalgia? That came out. I saw this one in Mad Cave. I don't remember even hearing it coming out.
I don't either.
News to me.
Well, you don't read Mad Cave. Except for Flash Gordon.
Dick Tracy is Mad Cave. I read 2 Mad Cave books.
You too, yeah. Where me, and your Paul, we're reading a bunch of them.
That's right. I know. Y'all are so much better than me.
Well, we didn't feel like we needed to say it, but
admitting that we're better than you is the first step.
Okay, I'm not. Yeah, I don't know if I have a lot of confidence in a book written by baby daddy of the Scissor Sisters.
That's a choice.
Scott Hoffman is the writer. With Leah Ruthridge.
Where's baby daddy?
I don't know. I think that maybe that's... I don't know. I look up. Maybe he is baby daddy. Make a musician of Ivor and overwhelming multi-instrumentalist. Yeah. So he is the lead singer. So. Huh. All right. Well, that's it for this week's trades. I didn't see Henry asking for an encore or shit. Well, I know. I wish Henry was here, but still.
All right. The boys are down 5-0 already. And since they gave their best hitter to the Giants Sunday, I don't like their chances of coming back.
All right. Evil Black Cat, they're ignoring us. Let's get their attention. Breen is wrong. Jack's girlfriend is fake. T. Williams. See, when you say T. Williams, the first I thought was the girl in the wheelchair.
That's what I said.
Yeah, it's T. Franklin.
My mind processed T. Franklin.
Yeah.
Maybe it's combined T. Franklin and Leah Williams.
Ooh. Oh, I don't like that at all.
I don't either. That's a terrible visual.
You can roll that right out over there, out the door. It's anime, Hercules. Yeah. Tomas seeing it was Blood Trees.
Blood Tree, not World Tree. Blood Tree.
I remember the
I
tree
knew there was
thing.
a tree in there somewhere.
Yeah. Golly, I'm glad he said that. That was gonna not bother me all night, but close enough.
World Trees is still ongoing, and Image is publishing it, so they'd want to advertise it over Batman.
Okay.
Tom King's mom is hot, says Jay.
Jay, restrain yourself. What on earth? Why would you say that in my Christian Minecraft server?
Wow. So Marvel is taking an idea that DC did 27 years ago.
Oh, that's new.
Yeah. Remember Superman Red, Superman Blue?
Yeah.
Apparently they're doing it with Spider-Man.
That's how they're gonna do it.
So Superior Spider-Man and then Spider-Man current today, who's cucked.
That's what I said. I said it was going to split them in two, and one of them's going to be Cosmic.
Cosmic and Spider-Man are two things that don't really go together.
Well, he did get the
Cosmic powers.
I know he did. I remember he did. I just don't think that was.
Yeah, we had Captain Universe's power for a couple months.
Yeah, I don't.
Or even during that other series, or what was it? The one with the guy was hunting the spiders. There actually was a cosmic. There's a Spider-Man who kept the Captain Universe powers.
It's just weird because that's not normally like. I just don't think that's a good fit for Spider-Man. Frankly.
Well, it's again a story. You know, it wasn't bad 30-something years ago.
Yeah,
because he got to punch the Joe Fixit Hulk into orbit.
that actually does sound fun.
That was pretty cool.
Every time I hear somebody say Kamala Khan, I think Kamala Harris is taking over Outworld.
Ooh.
All right. Fun time as always. Until next time, good night. And everyone stay safe out there, says Brian Stam. Ranking tonight, Jay? Don't ask me. I'm not in charge.
I think there is. I thought I saw a thing for it.
He hasn't posted a link yet.
There you go.
But I'm sure it'll come in the next couple minutes.
Well,
yeah, I thought I saw a thumbnail for it.
I gotta go get food, get some dinner. Me, I haven't eaten all today.
Go for it, dude.
I went to Walmart to get a few things, and they're like, and I get out there, and they're always this is the one that has like no cashiers and no self checkout working. Except for the one it works, the self checkout they have work is the one where it's like you're paying with mobile Walmart Pay.
Before you if he does post a link, will you check see if the girls are available?
Sure.
I assume he's talking to you because I don't know how to do that. I don't have the symbol.
You don't know any girls.
I know. All I need to know is one.
Your mom.
No, what? Get out of here.
I am trying to cut it out.
Oh my god. Out. We're out. I'm leaving. I'm leaving here. I can't. I'm allergic to these kind of jokes.
Zach's like
the thing he posted is for tomorrow. I wonder if he's.
Oh, for tomorrow. That one guy, David something, or what was his name? I don't remember.
David
okay, I might be wrong. I might be wrong. Then there might not be a thing tonight.
It's Tuesday night. Today is the 17th.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe he meant tonight.
I know we usually do, but
yeah.
Well, anyway, let's wrap this up so I can hit the little boys room in case we we are doing.
Don't say it on camera, bro.
It's a body function.
I know, but you said little boys room. It's like
he's gonna go hit it.
Vangman, there's you can't even Kevin Bacon that to where you're trying.
You really can't.
I don't want to try any with Kevin Bacon. Okay.
No, it's just.
You don't want to dance? Just say say goodnight, Crazy.
All right, guys. You guys know the drill. Click like, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. Go to the Ko-Fi link and check out and just if you want to help us, you can support there. Down to Till and all that fun stuff. For those who are watching on Twitch, thank you for watching on Twitch. But you can also go to Geeky Puppet Show, which right above me is our YouTube link. And subscribe there so you get all the cool stuff. The follow up, alerts on stuff because we don't always go live on Twitch, but And also, Twitch likes to delete videos. It doesn't hang on to them. So after 7 days, they're deleted. So come back here. You can watch all their playlists. We have them organized for you guys for your pleasure, viewing pleasure. And we'll see you on Thursday night, 9 p.m. Eastern, back with the Geek Easy, talking about books. Damn it, I didn't look close enough. I shouldn't have bought that. I don't know why I buy it these things. All right. All right. Good night, guys.
All you had to say was good night, Gracie.
I don't know who Gracie is. You talking about Walking Dead?
Pretend you do.
Just pretend. Yeah. Just yeah. What he said.
I bid you all adieu.
Adieu.
Adieu.